In this problem, a lion is chasing a warthog on a frictionless surface, and we're asked to find what the velocity of the warthog is with respect to the lion. The main idea in this problem is relative velocity. In the problem statement, we're told the velocity of the warthog and the lion with respect to some origin. We'll use these to find the unknown. The formula we'll use is this one, which says that the velocity of the warthog with respect to the lion is equal to the velocity of the warthog with respect to the origin plus the velocity of the origin with respect to the lion. Because we're given the velocity of the lion with respect to the origin in the problem statement, we want to interchange these two subscripts and do so by adding a minus sign. Because a velocity is a vector, we need to consider both the x and the y components. In this step, we'll find the x and y components of the velocity of the warthog with respect to the origin and the velocity of the lion with respect to the origin. To find the x components, we multiply the velocity that we're given by cosine theta. In the case of the warthog, that results in 7.1 meters per second when we plug in the values stated in the problem. For the lion, it will be 0 meters per second because the lion's moving in a purely vertical direction. To find the y component, we multiply the velocity of the warthog with respect to the origin times sine theta, which results in 7.1 meters per second. For the lion, because the lion's moving again in a purely vertical direction, the velocity in the y direction is just the 15 meters per second. Now, we'll find the components of the velocity of the warthog with respect to the lion according to this formula here. To find the x component, we subtract the x component of the velocity of the lion with respect to the origin from the x component of the velocity of the warthog with respect to the origin to find this number here. To find the y component, we subtract the y component of the velocity of the lion with respect to the origin from the y component of the velocity of the warthog with respect to the origin to get this number here. Now that we know the components of the velocity of the warthog with respect to the lion, we can express this velocity either in this format here, where we have the component we found in the x direction times x hat minus the component we found in the y direction times y hat, or equivalently, we could find the speed and the direction the warthog is going by using the Pythagorean theorem to find the speed and inverse tangent to find the direction.